Welcome to mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention in the present moment, non-judgmentally, with acceptance.
The purpose of learning mindfulness today is to create and learn about a practice that will help self-regulate ourselves, and in turn we can support our students by teaching them those same techniques.
Mindfulness is a highly researched, evidence-based practice that has been found to be helpful in reducing symptoms of anxiety and depression, in treating trauma and PTSD. It's also been shown to have many health benefits and to improve people's ability to learn, cope with stress, and manage relationships. The simplest way to start practicing mindfulness is to pay attention to your breath, just noticing your breath going in and out. Notice the feelings of your lungs expanding and deflating. Notice your belly expanding and deflating. You can practice mindfulness with all the senses. Looking at things, listening to things, touching them, the tastes and smells. There are many opportunities to practice mindfulness in our lives. Mindfulness can also be helpful in relationships, among your students and between your students and yourselves. Mindfulness can be helpful with coping with the everyday stresses of life and can be helpful in improving our students' ability to learn.
Some examples are just taking a deep breath, a moment to close your eyes and be in the present moment, and teaching that for our students will help self-regulate their behavior.
The basic practice of mindfulness is focusing one basic practice of mindfulness is like what you said, Sergio, focusing your attention on your breath, going in and out. All right? What happens is your mind's going to wander. That's the nature of the mind. The mind produces thoughts like your glands secrete hormones and things like that. It just does that, right? So when your mind does wander, noticing that your mind's wander, and then accepting that and not being judgmental of it and redirecting it back to the breath, that's mindfulness. That's it. I remember when I first started practicing mindfulness, that I was trying to do a minute, and I had my watch just like this in front of me, and I'd have my eyes closed for 5 or 10 seconds and my eyes would pop open. It's like, oh my God, it's only been 10 seconds, all right? It was challenging. So different feelings will come up, and that's all part of the practice, different thoughts, right? I could be doing assessments right now. I should be writing notes. I should have, all the shoulds will come up, right? And so then it becomes a practice of noticing the thoughts and letting them go, or noticing the feelings and letting them go. People have been doing this for thousands of years. Before the internet, before video, right? What's important for us, working for the county, working for schools, is to make the distinction that this is a secular skills practice.
The first step we can take while practicing mindfulness is closing your eyes, taking a breath, releasing it, and being in the present moment.
You can't teach them unless you practice, right? It's like the I do, we do, you do. The simplest ways to start practicing mindfulness is to start paying closer attention to your breath. Mindfulness is simply noticing things. Just notice your breath going in and out. Notice your belly expand and contract as you breathe. You can practice this with all your senses. Seeing, the sounds you hear, the things you eat, the way you move.
So don't allow the technology, cell phones, emails to distract you from this present moment. You need to be here right now for our students.
If you're looking for more information on research into mindfulness, I would suggest that you look at PubMed online at the National Institutes of Health.
Be mindful.